At first I wasn't sure what I was looking at here, but eventually it occurred to me this was a building that had been completely gutted by fire in the middle of the winter in 74, sounds about right. And anyway, the fire hoses were employed, you know, readily and abundantly, and it left these frozen moments in time, these cars frozen in ice. The building is completely ensconced in ice. I'd never seen anything quite that cool before. Hey, look, it's the Sunmart parking lot. I don't know why it's the Sunmart Park. There, look, it's me. Look, kinda, in a way, sorta, maybe. Acri Creature Feature, folks. Anyway, it was this local horror show. My friend and I enjoyed up until 1978, which I imagine, now this has to be 76 because this is the original. The character's name was Vincent Hedges.
Won't you come with us as we wake Vincent Hedges from his resting place?
Well, this is what eventually became my first University of Iowa student film. This is a guy who would eventually become my roommate, John Sass, just screwing around like college kids do. But it kind of introduces this character who will come into play later in this this attempt at a serious film, I guess. Although when I look at it now, 30 years later, well, this is 1980, so yeah, 32 years later, I'm wondering what the hell I was thinking. Of course, these were my pre-medicated days, so anyway, here we go. Hope you enjoy this Feast for the Eyes. John Sass, Future Academy Award. So here's I don't know how this works in. This guy's taking these pills. For who knows what. At the time they said the shot seemed relevant to me. I really have very little interest in this, but for the sake of posterity. Oh boy, this is kind of embarrassing. This was I think the first film project I did for, this would have been 1980 here. All I had still to work with was my Super 8 camera. This is some dude, all I remember is he's from a town called Newton, Iowa. I have no idea who this guy is. And this guy was kind of a creepy neighbor of mine. John Schnack, I think his name was. There's a girl that I was, Cindy, that's my first girlfriend, 1980. Ow! She was 17, you know what I mean? She was 17, I was 21, or 20 then. Yes, we were going out to ride her horse Bart, I believe. I don't think, is that Bart? Yeah, that's Bart. There's Bart. Am I recording, by the way? Yeah. There's Cindy. I loved her. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. And that's it. That's it. That's the only images I'll ever have of her. Now there's me. This is when I was in junior college, actually. And I had to do a Pepsi commercial. So it could only be 30 seconds long. So me and my buddies decided to go sledding at the local hill. and had the Pepsi music, and you know, like you really need to have a cold drink after doing this, and 15 below zero. But that was my, I got an A- on it, so apparently it was okay. Here we go. This is the stuff. This is Smokey again, and I don't know who that was. And my sister out in the backyard playing with Smokey. I guess the only relevance to this was this is the street on which I lived, out on my own, 1980, Coralville, Iowa, and look at the vehicles. I mean, Christ, this is over 30 years ago now, and I guess, but look at the cars, and I still live here, by the way, or Iowa City, which is, you know, right next to this, but look at these cars. It's a time capsule, like I think I mentioned. Look, there's not an SUV or a minivan inside, and people still use public transportation. God bless them, or somebody bless them. That's the bus I'm getting on to go to Chicago. I shot him up. Oh, there's Cindy again. I don't really, that's Maynard, as the subtitle says, my first kitty, after I moved out of Muscatine. Don't have much to say here other than how cute this kitten was, Maynard. He was quite a character. Had him about 6 years, but anyway, there was just too much no sounds in this segment except for the running of the projector, so, you know, the dulcet tones of my voice I thought were necessary. But look how cute. Look, is he cute? Come on, seriously. How can you not like him? Where is he today? Dead, I'm sorry to say. This one, this woman, this is kind of a disturbing film that I made in the University of Iowa Film School. It's a little disturbing, but there's actually a narrative here. There's actually a story. He's going to kill this poor woman for reasons we don't understand. And, you know, obviously the guy's a creep. Or is he? Or is there a reason that he's about to kill her? Well, we'll never know, because he was just shot from an unseen. That was a nice shot. Too bad it's all destroyed. But, I mean, the machete hitting the ground. And then we reveal the guy that just, my roommate at the time. This would have been 1981. John Sass was my roommate. And since I was out of Muscatine and Mark was no longer available, I had to use fellow students, and my roommate always wound up playing the hero for some reason, because he was actually the best actor, relatively speaking. Very graphic. If you can see, but there's chicken livers coming out of his stomach there. He's saying, oh man, why was he trying to kill this poor helpless? And then she reveals, see, slowly we're revealing, I don't know who's running. He's running to her aid. And we see that it's this rather unbecoming. And then there's his friend. And then there's kind of a moment of tableau here where why'd you kill this guy for this wretched... By the way, that was really good makeup there, wasn't it? I did all that myself. I'm a multifaceted whatever. See what I mean, though, about this? Oh, there's Vincent Hedges. Good night, 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 dear friends.
Dear friends.